Okay. You gotta make the title, what did you say? Make Call of Duty great
Get
again?
yourself a proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
Check the battery in that side.
Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone.
Alright, where are we dropping?
Do I have a what? I literally have played this game 2 times, so I'm so terrible. I will follow you guys. Don't hate me.
Fast drop hard.
Point for your team, soldier.
Okay.
Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Listen, by the time you get done doing your flying V, I'll be dead.
Targets are up. Get to work. Supply box marked. Secure the package.
Sorry.
That's alright. Just get the money.
I'm excited here. I just... 4 people in a squad? I don't think it's ever happened.
You're being tracked by an enemy team. Stay
Good night.
sharp.
Oh boy. There's the bounty. Who is that? Dave?
Downey Deuce.
What's the guy gotta do to get some armor around here?
Oh, threat's increasing.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Oh,
There's
behind
at
me.
least 2.
I'm down. I'm down.
Another one?
Marked him.
Mark out. Moving. Your teammate has entered the gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment.
Oh, Joe, you're running into where they are. Oh. Uh-oh.
The gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment.
Mark out.
I got someone near me.
I'm off this way.
Your teammate got a proper
Oh, he got me.
sortie.
Nice
We're
shot.
sending them home.
Oh, no! You gotta be kidding me. 1 shot after I hit him twice with a shotgun? Jeez, come on. That's ridiculous. Duh, makes me mad.
While you wait, feel free to give these wankers a proper cheering. And if you find something to throw, feel free to give them that as well. Time for a bit of argy-bargy. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. Sort them out or catch them.
Ooh. That's funny.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright, are we going into this thing or what are we doing? Whoops. I don't know where to go.
Gas is moving.
But yeah, but I
Wu-Tang.
mean, should we go for it or not? There's a lot of people over there. You're going in? Alright. Oops. Come on, get up. Oops.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Uzi. I need a better gun.
We're inside the zone. Keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Rise of the machines. Remember that guy in front of me supposed to be the Terminator voice?
Yep, that was funny.
Dropping ammo.
That and the dog. For me to poop on. Oh my gosh, so funny.
Like the insult, what's his name? The insult dog?
Yeah. Oops. Some.
I liked when he went to it. Did you go to Comic-Con once?
Yes, that was good.
So that- Talking to the guy with the Darth Vader costume, he's like, if I press this button, does your mom come and pick you up? Oh,
Get to the 8. Uh-oh. Oh,
Nope.
how do I get out
Flip
of
on the radar.
here?
flip on the radar.
I'm off this
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's right by the orange. I died first. Not that I'm bragging about that. And then Joe died seconds after me.
Bounty target is up. Let's get it done.
You got someone right behind
Yep.
you.
Guy in that car. He's camping the by.
You see him?
Moving up.
Are you gonna safe? You're gonna. Oh no, you're done. Who's shooting?
I was shooting because I.
Oh, okay.
Car. Car
Yeah.
just drove here and they just got out. They're out.
Airstrike, I think. Maybe not.
Friendly UAV
No,
recon
you're right.
flyover.
Alright, I'm going for this
There's a
guy.
guy underneath
Oh,
me.
darn it.
Literally underneath me.
I see you. I see 2, 3. Ah,
There's a
come
guy.
on, come on. How did that happen? Are you kidding me? See, I don't
Down
get
one.
this game. I die in one shot from snipers, and then I hit someone who's already down. I don't know. What is that? Quarry loot. Oh, I
Huge
found a
fight over here,
sticker.
Todd. Huge fight, Todd. Fighting.
They're
people.
in my building.
Send a claymore.
get to that buy? Can I get to that buy? Exactly 4. I'm gonna sneak around to the buy.
Alright. We have a loadout.
I couldn't do it! He killed me, you son of a...
Alright, are there any buy stations?
Sorry, Joe.
No,
Yeah, I
not
died
back.
at the buy station. I died at the buy station. My 4,000 cash.
Ah, forget
Where'd
it.
the guy come?
I found an aid station.
Get it the chopper. I think so, yeah. Oh,
X-ray.
that guy. I'm taking him down. Oh, he's moving a little too fast.
Papa. The guy
Oh,
that
destroyed the
Bobby shoots to kill.
vehicle. But the pila there. Okay. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it.
Here if you got the cash.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Just want some armor. I haven't found one armor the entire game yet.
Just buy armor. You're good.
Let's see. Oh, got someone near us in a vehicle here.
I'm off this way.
Oh,
Ooh. Yes. Jailbreak, baby. Get ready, Joe. Going in.
oops. Darn it. Okay, I got 2 people.
Hostile.
Down 1. Another. Oops.
Watch the skies.
Here we go. We are in.
Ah. Darn it. There's people. There's at least 2 or 3 people where the blue is.
Yep.
Orange box.
Now on my, I know this sounds so ridiculous, but on my map, I'm purple. At least I look. Who's green?
Ooh, get shot, get shot, get shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. What?
There we go.
Leave it with me.
Man, I'm just getting crushed over here.
Oh, oh, come on! Whoa!
Oop. Car inbound.
Mark the hostile.
I got like 4 dudes over here I'm fighting. Oh, I'm down. I'm down. Son of a
Oops.
sugar honey iced tea. Me and Joe are bleeding out.
Moving.
It's because you guys are playing with me. I got you guys.
Not down today. Need medical. Come on, keep it together.
I'm
building
not
right
gonna be able to get Matt.
On my green mark, that's where they are.
Yeah.
Rockets.
That was a rocket launcher. Yeah. Ooh, I made it. I made it. Let's see, how many mines do they have right here is the question. Come on. Just jump down. Where did they jump to? Ah, shoot, I think it has a thing on it.
Bam.
Yeah,
Trophy.
yeah, it did.
Get a trophy.
Oh. Uh-oh, wow.
Yes.
What do we got here? Red access card. Anything I can do with that? Okay. Alright, I got enough for one. Any buy stations near here?
Marking aid station.
You dead silence if you want to run a little faster.
I want to save it. Savor it.
Favor.
It's the only one. Jeez.
Vendors here if you got the cash.
Oh. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, now we parachute. Perfect. Here we go. We're going in. Someone ping that thing. Thanks. Going in hot.
Ooh. Woo woo.
Gone.
Moving up.
I found a vehicle.
Good baby.
Got an assault rifle. Made a caliber here.
How do you know where vehicles are supposed to be?
Oh, there's a bunch of ammo downstairs if you want need it. That kilo.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Oops, someone just bought right next to us.
I found an aid station.
Oh, where'd it go?
X-ray.
Oh, another one. Oh, jeez. Wow. Can't... I'm going right. Oh, you went left.
I'm climbing up in the tower here. What happened? Oh, getting shot.
Ooh. Oh, what? Oh, wait, I used the dead silence. What do we got here? No, I don't want that.
I come to you, Todd. In your building.
Alright, we got enough between us if we can get to a buy station. Oh boy. Okay, we got people on here. I don't really want to go there. Uh-oh, gotta go somewhere though. I'm going left.
Heading in.
Oh, got... Oh, still there.
Hostiles in the area.
Also, guy in here
Copy that.
sniping. Guy on the roof right here.
Jeez, scared the crap out of me.
X-ray.
Seemed to me like someone was shooting. Yeah, from that blue. I don't know. 20 seconds. I'm going yellow.
Yellow building?
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh,
Someone's...
oh, oh.
Can't stay here. Get to the safe zone.
Guy's in the second window of that building.
25 are still
Uh-oh.
active in the AO.
Crazy.
Oh, jeez, man. Woo!
Second floor of that building.
Oh, jeez, man.
25 are still
People
standing.
everywhere. I don't know where to go there.
Return to base for debrief.
Top 10. Sure. That's it.